Hello everyone, in our today's vocab challenge day 13, you are going to learn 5 most essential words in English. And during the lesson, I will give you 3 important tips to master words in any language. If you are dropping in for the first time, welcome. It's great to have all of you, and thanks for joining me. I would like to start our lesson with the quote of Alisher Navoyi, in which he said, "The book is a teacher without payment and gratitude. Every moment she gives you is revelations of wisdom. This is an interlocutor who has a brain covered with skin, broadcasting about secret affairs in silence." How to master words in English or in any foreign language? This is most frequently asked questions, and I think almost everyone encountered with this dilemma in his life. So, guys, I'd like to share with you 3 tips which helped me a lot to learn, to master, to enrich my vocabulary. The first tip is you should visualize the words. Once you learn the word, you need to imagine the word. You need to feel the word. Remember when we were a child, we didn't learn our mother tongue simply just by repeating the words or didn't learn it by heart. We learn it with the examples. The next tip is make some action. Of course, it may sound crazy, but believe me, it really works. For example, the word green, which represents big smile on your face. Try it. Listen and read more. Once you learn any word in foreign language, you need to pay attention in which part of the sentence it's been used. So you need to be a good listener and a good reader. Dear listeners, our first word is amiable. Amiable. Amiable, it's an adjective and it means good-natured and agreeable. For example, here is the use of the word amiable in the sentence. He seemed an amiable young man. So amiable was the mood of the meeting that a decision was soon reached. Here is the list of the synonyms for the word amiable, which are affable and good humored. For example, most people prefer to be around amiable people, and your roommate needs to see that. Our next word is submissive. Submissive. Submissive is an adjective and it's spelled Submissive, which means allowing yourself to be controlled by other people or animals. Here is the use of the word submissive in the sentence. He was looking for a quiet, submissive worker who would obey his every word. In the presence of older birds, the younger eagles tend to be submissive. You cannot be submissive in this situation. Don't surrender. Our next word is serenity. Serenity is a noun and it's a C2 leveled word. It's spelled Serenity, which means peacefulness and tranquility. And here is the use of the word serenity in the sentence. For example, I just started college. and my roommate is destroying my serenity. So sit back, relax, and wait for calmness and serenity to slowly take over. I admired your serenity in the midst of so much chaos. The Odell offers a tranquil heaven of peace and serenity, away from the bustle of the city. Our next word is discreet. Discreet. Discreet is an adjective and it's spelled Discreet. Discreet means careful not to cause embarrassment or attract too much attention, especially by keeping something secret. For example, the family made discreet inquiries about his background. They are very good assistants, very discreet. They wouldn't go talking to the press. Quite being so discreet. Tell your friend he needs to pay you back immediately.
Benevolent, spelled Benevolent. Benevolent is a word that means kind and generous, or less commonly, organized for the purpose of doing good. Here's the word used in a sentence from the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette by Kurt Vasquez. I want to thank the benevolent stranger who found my keys and reunited me with them after 7 months. One who is benevolent genuinely wishes other people well, a meaning reflected clearly in the word's Latin roots. Benevolent comes from bene, meaning good, and vele, meaning to wish. Other descendants of vele in English include volition, which refers to the power to make one's own choices or decisions, and voluntary, as well as the rare word velleity, meaning either the lowest degree of volition or a slight wish or tendency. A more familiar vele descendant stands directly opposed to the word benevolent. Malevolent describes someone or something having or showing a desire to cause harm to another person.
Our last word is benevolent, and here is the use of the word benevolent in the sentence. He is generally viewed as a benevolent figure in history. He described himself as a benevolent dictator. Trees that size are like whales, sort of benevolent in their huge bulk. A benevolent uncle paid for her to have music lessons. The benevolent warmth of the sun has a great influence on the plants.